Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2016 Mercedes-Benz SL550 with 63,811 miles. Beautiful gray paint. It's almost a matte finish. It looks incredible in person. I don't think my camera will do it justice. Front parking sensors, LED fog lights. It does have a front license plate mount. I removed it because it obviously looks better without it, but that is available if you do live in a state that requires a front plate. Very few blemishes on the front. It does have a very subtle amount of rock chips. It's not perfect. It does have blemishes on the front, as you can imagine with the mileage that it has, but it still looks really good overall. They're very subtle flaws, some stubborn bugs and light rock chips. They don't really stand out. The gray does a really good job masking the imperfections, so it's not anything that'll really draw your attention away from the aesthetic of the car. Front driver's side fender looks really good. No flaws there. Front driver's side wheel. We do have a couple marks in the finish of the wheel, a little bit of chipping. Overall, it's not too noticeable, but if it bothers you enough, getting it powder coated is not a huge task. Driver's side door looks good. Mirror just has a couple very tiny rock chips, but looks really, really good overall. Driver's side rear quarter panel looks great, does not have any marks. Rear driver's side wheel does have a few flaws around the lip of the wheel. The center cap is a little bit worn, and it does have a couple chips in the finish, but no drastic wheel rash or anything offensive like that. It's just a few small imperfections. The back bumper looks phenomenal. Backup camera and rear parking sensors. The rear trunk and convertible cover looks really, really good. No issues with the back end whatsoever. The entire back of this car looks phenomenal. Now looking at the passenger side, you can kind of tell the matte finish and the metallic flake in it has a nice sparkle to it. This is definitely one of the more interesting grays I've come across. Looks really nice. Rear passenger wheel. Same story as the other ones. The outer lip of the wheel looks pretty good, but the spokes do have a few rock chips and a few imperfections in them. Passenger door looks really good for the most part. There are a couple rock chips in the door. Nothing serious. Again, just very small marks. Passenger mirror looks great. Front passenger fender does have a small mark there towards the top front, and does have a couple flaws by the wheel, but other than that, it looks great. Front passenger wheel, a few marks in the spokes, but again, no horrendous wheel rash or anything like that. So I will go ahead and walk around the car from a 1 foot distance to give you a better overall idea of the condition of the car. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we do these comprehensive walk-around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a car from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis and helps separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones to help give you a better, well-rounded perspective of the true condition of the car. This car does have a few subtle flaws in it. However, I think it's very, very far from detracting from the overall enjoyability and aesthetic of this car. The small flaws that it has are not noticeable whatsoever. And if you decide to come look at it in person, I think you would agree with me. This car overall looks really, really nice. I love the classic styling of the SL. So here on the inside, we do have black leather interior with white contrast stitching and dark wood inserts. They look great. This car is packed full of tech and features. starting with the one-touch windows for driver and passenger door. We've got leather, perforated, power adjustable, massaging, heated and cooled memory seats. It's a lot going on in those seats. They do have active bolstering, where if you turn right, it'll pull the bolster on the right end to help keep you in the seat. You can adjust the aggressiveness of this and even disable it if you don't like it. Personally, I'm not a fan, but there are some people out there that do enjoy it. They are massaging seats as well. We've got heated power folding mirrors with blind spot assist, and they are auto dimming as well. Twilight sensing headlights. Driver's seat right here looks great. Does have the seatbelt holster there to help you get a hold of it, because the actual seatbelt is back there, and reaching all the way behind you across your shoulder is not comfortable. It does have the pre-safe seatbelt, so it will pull some tension on that once you are in position and have it buckled. This car, despite it being a low sports car, it's very, very easy to get in and out of. Push button start here. Fire it up. We've got no warning lights, no issues. Everything is good to go. And of course, we've got the Mercedes Distronic, the distance pacing cruise control. We have got collision avoidance detection, lane departure assist. Again, heated and cooled seats, like I mentioned. You can toggle the front and rear parking sensors. We've got traction control. And it does have, believe it or not, ventilation in the headrest. That little vent right there, there is a fan on the back of the headrest, and you can actually turn this on, and it blows air through the headrest, helping keeping your neck cool in the summertime. It's very, very nice, especially with the top down. If it's warm out, it makes a massive difference. Very helpful. You've got infotainment control, or gauge cluster controls rather, so you can see the audio the vehicle is playing, pair it with your phone. Has all of the safety features here: lane keep assist, blind spot assist, attention assist, pre-safe brake, and distance display. You can see when your next service is due, tire pressures, things like that. You can change some of the convenience features of the car, put it back to factory, adjust lighting settings and instrument cluster settings. Some of the convenience features include the auto tilt steering wheel, so if you exit the car, the seat will slide back, the steering wheel will tip up, making it easier to get in and out of the vehicle. There are the seatbelt adjustment, so that tension that it does, you can disable that. Auto mirror folding: when you lock the car, the mirrors fold in. And that is what we have for all the convenience features. And then obviously you have trip and navigation. It doesn't pull up a map for you, but it tells you your street name and the direction of travel, which can be very helpful. But if that's not enough, we do have actual navigation displayed on the infotainment center. And a lot of those features that we just discussed, we have available here as well, such as the audio streaming, phone, and etc. So tons of features, very nice and modern. It does have automatic dual zone climate control, so you can control the climate for driver and passenger separately, and you can have it maintain a specific temperature, which is very nice. It does have a USB plug-in as well. It does have Harman Kardon premium audio, and the passenger side has their own memory settings as well, which is not always typical for vehicles with memory seats. So this does have individual settings for the driver and passenger. Very nice sunroof, universal garage door remote. And although it has a sunroof, if you're not familiar with the SL series cars, yes, it is a hardtop with a sunroof, but it is also a convertible. Oh, then we got to pull it up. Oh, the trunk partition's open. So it does have a power trunk as well. This one does need to be relearned, which we will do before the vehicle is sold. So right now it kind of has an attitude problem. It needs a little bit of help. So you close the trunk partition, apologize for that, and then that'll close most of the way, but once it's relearned, it will go all the way down and latch on its own. And now that the partition is closed, we can retract the top. And that partition is there to keep the top from getting damaged when it is stored. Super easy process. All you have to do is hold up on this. It's also very quiet. Most of them have really loud motors, but this one doesn't make any sound. And just like that, it's done. Everything is all latched, put away. Very easy process. Everything is very neat and tucked away down here. Nothing's exposed. It's all sealed up. And the car looks very nice with the top down. Still has that nice classy Mercedes look to it. I think it looks fantastic. Let's have a look at what makes this extra special. So we talked about this car being an SL series car. It is an SL550, and that 550 does indicate that this is in fact a twin turbocharged V8, giving it tons of power. 7-speed automatic transmission. The transmission shifts very fast, it's very responsive, but also incredibly smooth. It's not jerky. Even when you shift it in manual mode, downshifting even into first, it's not jerky at all. It's incredibly smooth. It feels great. If you put it in sport, I feel like it shifts at just the right time. Very aggressive, but still very smooth. And this car makes a lot of power. It feels very quick. And it is just an endless amount of fun. You have a nice day, put the top down, go for a drive, and it is just too much fun. It has a really decent amount of space in the trunk, so it is still relatively practical. I can't say this will get good fuel economy because I'm pretty confident it won't, but that's not why you buy these cars. These cars are about miles per gallon, not miles per gallon. So that is our 2016 Mercedes-Benz SL550. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. Check out our sales listing on the website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.